It's Ed Kimberley and Scott Findlay with you today, and our guest is returning defenseman Archie Hazeldine. Young man, how are we? It's good to see you.
Yes, good, thank you. How are you?
Very, very good, sir. I mean, it's May, but we've already got some pieces in the puzzle back, and I think we're all missing hockey after only a month without it. I don't know if that's the same for you.
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait to be back in September. I mean, it was nice to get down a couple of weeks after the season for Clem's thing. I mean, it was a good day. So, I mean, it's not like proper hockey, but yeah, it's nice to be back so soon. And then it's gone away again. So, back in the gym and then get back to it in September.
Absolutely. The support around David's testimonial was brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a really good weekend. I'm happy that he got to do that. I think he deserved it, as everyone said on the night. Coventry legend, been there for 10 years, and he really brings everyone together.
So when he first started playing for the Blaze, you must have been, what, 11?
I mean, I can't remember that far back, but yeah, it must have been it must have been when I was 11. Yeah, so maybe showing his age a little bit there, which he doesn't like, but yeah, he's certainly had a good few years.
It is. What's it like playing with David? Because I mean, me and Scott, we've got the beauty of having kind of seen him flourish, and I guess you're kind of coming in at as a bit more of a veteran presence to you, as a bit of a mentor. What's it like playing alongside Dave?
Yeah, he's helped me a lot. Obviously, there's similarities there, both probably coming around the same age time, and he always tries to pass on his knowledge or wherever he can help. He always tries his best to do that, and he does a really good job at it. Sometimes it can be hard, like being the young guy, but he's obviously been there and done it, and obviously showed a way through that it can be successful.
Yeah, absolutely. And for you, last year was a bit of a breakout year, wasn't it? I mean, right from the get-go, Kevin kind of said about all the Brits that he wanted to use you, and certainly yourself and Jackie wanted to use you more, which I assume was probably a goal of yours when you were coming back to Coventry anyway.
Yeah, definitely. When Kev came in and he said to me, "Look, you're going to play." That's all kind of really what I was wanting. Nothing else really mattered. I just wanted to be given that opportunity. And once he gave it with me, I think me and Jack both took that opportunity with both hands and kind of ran with it.
What were the kind of things you were learning last year? Because when you're playing 12, 13, 14 minutes a night, you do learn with that experience and being used in different situations too.
He focused a lot on my defensive side, which is definitely needed. I can be self-critical, and I know that's kind of where I need to work on from coming through juniors in Nottingham and not really going anywhere else. There's not really many games where you are defending. I mean, it's one of the top junior systems in the country, so you probably play a Sheffield, and that's kind of the only competitive game. So we spoke a lot about that, and I think you could have probably seen that early on in the season that was probably where my weak point would be. So he worked a lot on that, and he really pushed me to be more responsible and better defensively, which would lead to more opportunities for me. Not just ice time, but more opportunity for me to have the puck, which is obviously better for me.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we could all see that the confidence kind of grew in you as the year went on, which was really good to see. And I mentioned, playing in a lot of different scenarios. He juggled you into the mix with lots of different defensive partners as well. We talked about playing with David a little bit, but I think you played with just about everybody. Did you have anyone that you kind of gelled with better that you preferred having to your right or left, or were you kind of ambivalent to it?
I mean, it's helpful that you move around. I think he tried to instill that every D-man was going to play with everyone, no matter of handedness and stuff. I mean, we kind of stuck lefty-righty all year just to make it easier. But he said that you'd have to play with everyone at certain points in the game, whether penalties, injuries. So he made sure we did that. I mean, I played a lot of the year with Kooks, and he was very defensively solid. Played a lot with T, whose calmness on the puck is unbelievable. And then when Vinny came in, I had a few games with him. So they were kind of my three main. I mean, Potsy as well. Yeah, so as you see, I probably played with a lot of them. They all brought different side. They all have a different, slightly different game, but I think I kind of fit well with all of them. I'd probably say Cougs just because of how like we played probably half the season together.
Mm. I know it's a little milestone, but I don't know if you know this, but you were one of only 6 players that we had last year that played all 54 regular season games, which is actually quite a big deal if you think about it, isn't it? It's quite a nice thing.
Yeah, I didn't actually know that. Obviously, I missed all of preseason. I got injured at GB, but yeah, 54 games. It's a long year. I know. Robbie played all of them as well, so he was saying it all years.
Absolutely. Just talking a little bit about training with the national team as well. Like you say, you kind of got injured pre-season, but then you were part of this. I think it was the next gen prospects they called it, going into the World Championships. What was that experience like? That must have been really cool.
It was just 3 days because obviously they didn't have long between the thing, but you can see how tight that group is in there, like how they went on to win a gold medal. You can see where all that comes from, like together as a unit, and they welcomed all of us straight away, even though it was all young guys. It was a really good experience for all of us, I'd say. Especially for me, with my brother being there, it was especially a nice feeling.
I was going to say because I think Joe played his first GB games as well, didn't he, in this World Championships? Did you talk to him much about what that experience was like, and what a first campaign getting a promotion and a gold medal? Eh?
Yeah, I just congratulated him. I think he really deserved it, and he had a really good season himself. So I spoke to him and just said, just go out there and enjoy it, and don't expect. Well, I don't really know what you want to expect, like, but don't go in thinking the worst. And I mean, he came back with a gold medal, so I'm really proud of him, and we're quite close as brothers. So hopefully one day we can both be there together.
Well, yeah, I mean, absolutely, that must be the goal. And some of the guys that you get to train alongside them. I mean, Nathaniel Halbert, you'll know from being at Coventry. He's had a great career. Guys like Ben O'Connor, I think Ben's going to go play in the NIHL next year, but certainly a lot of games in the Elite League and beyond. There's some really good guys to learn off there as well.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said with Clem, um, they all try and pass on what they've had from the game. Obviously, you said Ben O'Connor, he's been around for a while, and yeah, he's stepping down, but he's still a very highly skillful defenseman. So he tries to pass on what he can. Halby was great in there, just passing on what they can. But like I said, they're all so tight, and it's a great group. So anyone's willing to help you, from coaching staff to any of the players. They're all just trying to help.
For sure. Last one from me, and then I'll pass over to Scott. There was another first during that season for you, and your first regular season Blaze goal coming against Dundee on the road there. What was that like?
Yeah, well, I can remember it actually. I said to Vinny, I don't think I'm having my best game. And then we went out for the third period, and I think got an assist on Lucci's goal, and then scored. And he just looked at me and said, well, and I can remember it. It was my first actually in the regular season ever. I mean, I got one in the cup for a while back, but yeah, just kind of got over the blue line and shot, and it went in. So you take whatever you can, I guess.
Absolutely. Scott.
Actually, talk to us about coming back. It's obviously your third season with us, but how easy of a decision is it to come back to Coventry, and why?
I think, as I said, Kev gave us a massive opportunity at the start of the year, and yeah, it's on us to take that, but it helps getting us in the door, and I want to progress with that. I don't just want to get comfortable like just playing 12, 30 minutes. It's all about progression, and I see that here, and I see success coming at this club. I mean, Kev's brought a really, really strong mentality that it's just not just okay. We're pushing for excellence, so that's kind of what made my decision to come back so easy.
And a goalie is a D-man's best friend, and we've got one hell of a goalie, and Matt Robson. Talk to us about Matt and how stellar he has been for us, and how much you're going to enjoy playing with him again.
Yeah, great guy, and yeah, always, as you said, always bails you out. And he was probably one of the best goalie, well, the best goalie in the league last year. So um, yeah, it's great that he's back to bail bail us out when we do make mistakes, because they do happen. So, but we've got to be there for him as well, I guess.
And the Brits are key to any team in this league, and we are building a strong core with young lads, yourself and Jack Hopkins as well, a third year with ourselves. Talk to us about Jack.
Yeah, obviously, I've said before, we grow up together. I mean, I think it'll be, well, 10 seasons we've played on the same team, 11 maybe, from when we was kids. And then I've known him from when I was 4 years old. So um, everyone kind of groups us together. Like you said, he had a great year last year, and he's just signed back. So yeah, it'll be nice to be next to him again.
And what have you learned off the captain, Mr. Talberg, who is the ultimate pro? What are you going to gain off him? I'm just learning off him.
Work ethic mostly. Always be positive in any situation. I've never seen that. Well, he probably does have bad days, but I've never seen him have a physical bad day, is what everyone would say. He takes everything in his stride, no matter whether it's positive or negative, and yeah, just work ethic. I mean, that guy never stops working.
And I know it's a team game, but you're obviously going to have your personal goals. What's Kevin got you planned doing this in the summer? Because I'm sure he's got you working. And have you set your sights on any goals for next season?
Not really like any like milestone goals or anything. He said to me in summer, I've got to gain weight. I've got to get bigger and stronger, which I agree with, and I'm working towards at the minute. And then my goal would be to just crack that GB team. I mean, I know it's going to be a hard task. They just got promoted, and they all had a great tournament, really. So, but that's kind of the main goal for me.
Well, it's a massive carrot, isn't it, dangled in front of you to go to the Worlds, to go to Switzerland. It's a bigger roster size as well, and you'd be working your butt off to get there. Talk to us about the league this year. I mean, there's Guildford are kind of done a little factory reset. Nottingham are looking strong. Sheffield, they're going to come back. It should be an entertaining season.
Well, yeah, I think I said quite a lot last year. It was one of the closest, like all the way down to the wire, not just from like first and third, but obviously that second group of us as well. Everyone was fighting for spots, and yeah, it looks to get like it's going to be really competitive again. I mean, a lot of teams are keeping key guys around. So, as I said, it'll be a hard fought season, and all you can hope for is that we're just going to be competitive every night and see where we lead.
I think the other thing that I was just thinking of, Arch, there was just harking back a little bit to compare this year to last year in terms of like the atmosphere in the building, because it just seemed, the amount of times that a goal would go in or a big hit had happened or a big save from Matt, and we'd kind of have to like take the headphones off because the ambient noise was just deafening. I mean, you must have felt that down there on the bench too.
Yeah, definitely. You can really feel it when we've got a big support. I mean, one game comes to mind, like the last game against Sheffield. Obviously, they were playing for a title, but the atmosphere in there, you really couldn't think. I can remember skating out for Warmth, and I was like, this is going to be a game tonight. And yeah, the crowd really do make it like a great place to play, especially when it's full. Like you said, it's deafening in there sometimes. So yeah, more of the same, please.
Oh, that's a nice message. I love that. Archie, you're becoming quite a salesman here, mate. I like it. But no, listen. All jokes aside, what's the rest of the summer got in store for you?
A few more, probably a couple of weeks away. Going to Lanzarote with the girlfriend in a couple of weeks, and then back in the gym. So as Kev said, I've got to put some weight on, get stronger, faster. So gonna really focus on that. Put hockey first, and then see where we go next season.
Love it. Archie, it's been great to catch up with you, my friend. Thank you so much for doing this. And guys, thank you so much for joining Scott and I back on Blaze TV. And we'll see you soon for another few of these episodes. Bye for now.